And happy Friday. It's Brian with you again. Today I'm going to do a video for Low Noise Jason Skilz. This will be a contest entry for his celebration of 500 subscribers. I think the last time I checked he was over 540. So for his contest he would like us to show 5 albums from 5 different genres. But before I do that, I'd just like to say that Jason has a really cool channel. He's a DJ, an artist. He owns a record shop. He owns a record label. It's all very cool. His videos are very interesting. Lots of genres. He has a really wide range of tastes and a lot of music that I really like. So definitely check that out. I think he's pretty well known. I was surprised he only had 540 followers. It sounds a lot to me because I don't have anywhere near that, but I thought he had a lot more. But definitely go check it out. So 5 records from 5 genres. So I'm going to start with industrial. And I'll show a record from Ministry. This is The Land of Rape and Honey, their 3rd record from 1988. So here's an interesting tidbit about this record if you don't know that. Maybe some Ministry fans won't know, but that slogan, the Land of Rape and Honey, is a slogan from a town in Saskatchewan called Tisdale, and that was their slogan from 1955 to 2015. And it represents the agricultural products of that town being rapeseed, which is used for canola oil, and honey. Apparently the band saw that slogan somewhere on a mug or something and decided it'd be a great name for the record. But not surprisingly, the town changed the slogan because it sort of sounds really offensive if you don't know the backstory. But it's an interesting title for a record. So this is the Canadian pressing from 1988, industrial. And I think now they're really known as industrial metal, but this is sort of verging on that, I guess. So the second thing I will show is goth or gothic rock, and I've chosen Bauhaus. This is The Sky's Gone Out, the 3rd record from Bauhaus from 1982, and this is the first UK pressing with this, I think, a really great cover. I think original UK pressings, some of them came with a copy of the live album, Press the Eject and Give Me the Tape. In Canada, instead, we got this version, which is a rather boring cover with that Bauhaus design. And the good thing about this one, though, is it came with a bonus 12-inch single for Ziggy Stardust. So that's kind of cool. But I actually think the British cover is much nicer. So that's goth. The 3rd genre I'm going to show is from a band called the Antinowhere League. This is live in Yugoslavia, the band's 2nd release from 1983. Apparently this is the uncensored version. On the CD copies, for whatever reason, they edited out I think maybe some profanity. Also, they had something to say about Tito, the leader of Yugoslavia at the time, so those parts were edited out on the CD, but the vinyl is the entire thing, nothing edited out. This is sort of not a record you listen to every day because it's kind of abrasive, but it's an interesting record. It's pretty good. The next thing is from, I guess you'd call this experimental krautrock, maybe electronic, and that's Craftwork, Ralph and Florian from 1975. This record, there's a ton of bootlegs floating around at this record. This actually is a genuine American pressing from 1975, so it's a real copy. If you go on Discogs, you'll see there's tons of unofficial versions, and there's a few unofficial compact discs, because this was never released on compact disc because the band really disowned this record for whatever reason. They don't promote it or haven't promoted it, and it wasn't often not included in compilations. But I actually listened to this recently. I think this is really good, so I don't understand why they don't like it more. There was a rumor that they were going to release it on a CD at some point. I don't know, but their catalog seems to start with later records. They ignore the first 3 for whatever reason. But this, I think, is really good. I actually enjoy it. Yeah, that's all I'll say about that. The last genre I chose is hip-hop. So this is Public Enemy. It takes a nation of millions to hold us back. This is sometimes regarded as the greatest hip-hop record of all time. It's the band's second record from 1988. I have another version of this, which is just an American pressing, which is in a little rougher shape, but this one's in better shape. I do have a number of hip-hop records in my collection. It's a genre I don't mind. I don't have, I prefer the classic period back in this period than the current stuff, but I think this is pretty good. And the song you might know on here is Bring the Noise, which is really good. I actually, maybe I'd say I prefer the version they did with Anthrax. I think it has a lot more energy. But this is a good record, socially aware record. And I really like this one. So that's it, 5 records. And definitely check out Jason's channel if you haven't. It's a really interesting place to visit.